Continuando Starfield, fazendo missões e facções. Que isso? Não está instalado? (7 de abril), segunda DLC. Dá uma olhada no negócio. Tinha perguntado alguma coisa para instalar, mas ainda não há confirmado. Nada.
Loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Stain?
Did they have anything of value?
CCA é o que? Ah, isso daí. Poderia ter caído direto. Na cabeça foi hit. Ah, tá. Esqueci de carregar a arma. O dedo tá pesado, o dedo tá dando mais de um tiro. Kit de emergência. Especialista. Esquece daí. Não é isso que tá vindo. Esse gatilho tá zoado. Ah, não carregou ainda, vai tomar no banho. Sei Steam, mas a lerdeza pra carregar também tem uma nave. Ah, tem outra aqui do lado? Cadê o outro? É valente, não?
Bring it.
Pegou um kit, mas gastou um kit. Deu uma... Vamos ver cadê o caminho pra descer. Kit de Marlins. Aí, outro. Ja. Vou fazer a coleta.
Spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Mochila. Capítulo. Vamos que vamos.
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those
Isso, só que é essa metralhadora.
This means you.
Cadê ele? Fica mais esperto, não demorou pra morrer mais. E mais, cadê? Tem uma porta aqui. Jaqueta tripulante sol. Mais 5 de vida. Vamos pegar. As pregas de torreta também. Mestre. Dedo sensível. Gastando munição à toa. Tá dando um dia a mais. Boa noite. Boa tarde, Taliba, beleza? Ainda é tarde ainda. Deixa eu botar errado. Vamos ver. Vai ter que ser um por um. Esse sentido deve ser. Por aqui vai ser bem enrolado. Não foi tão enrolado, foi fácil.
on hostile.
Mais kit de lesão. Acabou o kit normal. Quem é que tá atacando? Aí já é palhaçada. Ô PH, não vai reto não, vai pra... Ih. Cadê o cara?
Winner takes all is the tricks, is it not?
Aqui estão querendo apelar.
You're dead! You hear me?
Esse é o Lemané?
One might imagine the Freestar Collective was still producing mechs right up until the last minute.
Vamos ver se eu acho aquele outro cara lá com um item especial.
about justice for my soldiers. Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Freestar Collective, are going to pay.
This whole place is a testament to how devastating the war was. How determined both sides were to claim victory.
Kit médico. Trancado. Especialista. Vamos ver. Ah, isso daí também foi fácil.
Is there a lock you cannot defeat?
Uma cama pra dormir?
Good, you're awake. I was running out of knives to sharpen while I wait.
Aqui vai ter inimigo pra caramba, pelo jeito. Pula! Calma aí. Vou ferrar. Interessante seria se tivesse como despedaçar os inimigos. Qual que é o caminho? Ó, morreu. Vai dar tirar, hein? matar tudo pelo jeito. Vem pra cova. Pula. A torreta. Morreu todo mundo? Tem mais gente viva aí, pensou só. Fica quieto. Aí me arrebentei. Aqui é só o caminho de volta.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
Faz tempo que a guerra acabou.
Not the way it should have. Of course, I can't expect you to understand what we sacrificed, what we lost. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us even when victory was within our grasp.
Do not assume you know what others have or have not experienced. And none of it gives you the right to take
Tá
innocent
falando da onde,
lives.
Andrews?
You don't know me.
Isso não tá na
So
sala.
don't preach to me about what I do or don't have the right to do. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
Estelares.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
E você aceitou o contrato? Oportunidade de se vingar da Confederação.
The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward.
Você está preso?
Don't bother.
Be ready for another fight.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last
Não vai se entregar.
Goodbye, Deputy.
O Fallout é pra estourar a cabeça. Não, eliminado. Level 76. Ah, vamos dar uma examinada. Depois eu tento fazer a viagem rápida. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Tem. Spoilers.
That looks like it is worth bringing along.
Eu tô com excesso de peso. Mas com excesso de peso eu não consigo fazer viagem rápida. A Andresa também tá com excesso de peso, ela não vai pegar. Ah, o carrinho acho que tá aqui. Vamos ver se ele não tiver explodido. Tá. A jogabilidade desse cara é bem esquisita. Essa jogabilidade esquisita de controlar a cara no meio. A jogabilidade de controlar a cara no Halo ainda é pior ainda. Vamos se livrar do excesso de peso, depois é só vender os itens que não vai usar. Isso daqui é capacete para vender. Armas a vender também. Vender. Eu tenho um revólver desse, se não me engano, eu fiquei 200 no baú da nave. Isso daqui ainda não testei para ver se presta. Isso daqui vai para vender. Também vai para vender. Vender. E vender. Os caras vão aprender. Peguei uma carga roubada. Essa nave não tem compartilhamento. Lugar para esconder carga roubada.
Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
All right.
on
Vladimir
board.
and I agreed on what
Halt
should
and
be
prepare to be
included.
boarded.
That's all
All
fine.
illegal and stolen goods
Do
will
let
be
me know if you
confiscated.
get a response. That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I
É,
will be
vai ter
sure
que pagar
to tell you.
mesmo.
Copy that. Stay on course while we escort you in.
Além de pagar, os caras me levou ainda. Pra que lugar? Se me levou pro planeta certo, tanto faz. Tô preso? Ah, roubou. Ele roubou. Tomou meus itens aqui de volta.
This can't be happening.
Payday is always a good day.
You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist? You ready to do some business? Music to my ears.
Vender. Eu vou ter que comprar alguma coisa dele agora. Cadê a munição? Cartucho, cartucho. Pronto, vender. Oscila. Armadura. Vamos ver. Capacete. Pronto. Não vende kit de saúde.
Pardon. Ron hopes the best thing that's happened to us.
NPC genérico. Isso da mina para uma missão.
Always something going on around here.
You work hard and you can make a good living here.
É mesmo. É só curtir a janela daqui, senão daqui a pouco entra um monte de pernilongo. Torce. Ah, fiz confuso. E em cima também a mesma coisa. Pronto. Saúde recuperada.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Please proceed with caution.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett.
Keep an eye on your
We
values.
set some ambitious quotas.
Protect your own.
You met every. Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news.
Estelares. Mais notícias.
Let's have it then. Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation
Esse cara é
against
culpado,
me.
na verdade. Mas dá pra fazer um acordo com ele. Pegar dinheiro.
That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Burkett. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to
Realmente, das outras vezes que eu joguei esse jogo, dá pra fazer um acordo com esse cara. Ele pegava dinheiro e ele fazia vista grossa.
Experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
You sit on the Council of Governors. You betrayed the very people you are supposed to represent.
I wish
Realmente,
there'd
se
been another
fizer algum
way,
acordo com ele, a Andresa não vai gostar.
but I had to play the hand I was dealt. That's it. Exactly, yes. I tried to think of another way, any other way. But time was running out. It was those damn mercenaries. I never told them to hurt anyone. Oh, but they got out of hand.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Burkett. I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
Fazer um acordo? não é o suficiente.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hotech.
Desconto ainda?
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the blood of their compatriots.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
Aceitar, tem até valor, né? 20 mil só?
Indeed. I'll take that slate now. Tell the Marshal whatever you want to, as long as the case is closed. I look forward to working with you in the future, Deputy.
Ó. Faturando. Nosso personagem não é 100% honesto. Falando nisso, deixa eu ver quanto que eu tô de verba. Não, já chegando nos 500 mil já. Só uma nave boa já dá pra comprar.
You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of Hotech ships for the same price.
Provavelmente eu vou comprar uma nave dos piratas, da tropa Escarlate.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Oh wow, that watch is super cool.
Sorry, I can't play right now. I'm grounded.
Yes? What? Hello.
Howdy.
Os planetas que só tem esse lugar só, não tiver enganado.
Excuse me.
Trabalhador.
Hey.
Vamos dar uma olhada no mapa. Tem mais alguma coisa lá de baixo. Ué. Tá com a missão marcada não. Tá. Eu não queria mostrar o objetivo da viagem, agora foi.
Expansion must be very difficult for Aquila, with the native wildlife being what it is.
Saw your ship come in.
Vamos ver se ele tem pra vender.
I want to do your business. I get all kinds of things.
Tá bom. Peguei.
You're back. Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? Well, don't get too used to killing. For a ranger, that's always a last resort. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Descobriu, mas vamos mentir.
Well, I'm sure you did your best. Still, it's hard to escape the feeling you cured the symptom, but not the disease. I know you did. You took out the first and made the Freestar Collective a safer place. The whole thing just feels unresolved. A temporary victory at best.
Se aparecer alguém, eu cuido dele.
Couldn't ask any more of you than that. While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Me sinto capaz desde o início.
In that case, I won't hold you back any longer. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Pronto.
You've shown that faith was well placed. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done. Way to go.
Policial do espaço.
Truth is, she looks up to you.
Ganhei uma nave.
Marshal. Trying to keep track of the bad guys. It's just her way.
E a roupa da patrulha.
Congratulations. The promotion's well
Got a
earned.
good heart. Wants to protect me.
A roupa especial. É uma roupa comum, sem nada demais. A mochila da patrulha também. Capacete da patrulha. Trajes da patrulha. Chapéu não tem nada de novo, não. Vamos usar essa mesmo. Vamos ver a próxima facção. Guardar aquela roupa antes que eu venda a roupa da facção. Realmente sempre acabo vendendo ela, sem prestar atenção.
Do you have a favorite restaurant here? Mine is currently Whetstone, but it changes.
Só isso. Nada pra comprar.
Kind of breaking my concentration here.
É pra ter um terminal pra nave aqui, não?
That bartender at Viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost.
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escape their notice.
Balística.
Okay. Hello.
Yes? What?
Especialista em armas de energia.
Yes?
Hey there! You look like the planet hopping
companion,
type.
sabi na eh.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me? Aye, aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers.
No caso, é ser companion neutro.
I think you may be right. Well,
os tipos de missões que eu vou fazer futuramente, eu vou precisar do companion neutro.
I'll work for whatever you can pay. Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh?
Cabe mais na minha nave? Vamos ver pra onde que eu posso mandar ela. É, vai ficar vaga.
Thanks for giving me a chance, Captain. I won't let you down.
Hello.
Vamos ver. Tem que arrumar uma nave maior.
Yes, what?
Falando nisso, cadê? Aqui é a nave nova, cadê? Essa. Só que tem que achar um terminal para poder ativar essa nave. O negócio também tem que achar um terminal para poder trocar de nave também. Devia ter mudado esse esquema, ter deixado para mudar no menu mesmo. Em vez de ter que achar um terminal para trocar a nave.
Hello.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis. One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good. I can't complain. My boss told me yesterday that I'm one of the best janitors she's ever hired.
Não é essa que eu tinha que dar
Feels great to be appreciated. Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone on any adventures? Whoa. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds really important. I'll keep my eyes peeled for any artifacts, okay?
Acho que não é essa não.
See you around.
Vamos para a vanguarda fazer a inscrição.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life on the planet.
Vamos ver se dá para pular o processo.
Decisive action was required, but it was only in 2230 that the faction known as House of Arun first made contact. The Freestar Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the Pleasure City of beginning in 2240. House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions. None was more brutal than the few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could, in the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known. It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official brand. No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's.
Chegamos.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber.
You could not pay me enough to get in one of those things.
Simulação. Simulação de combate no espaço.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber, applicant. Currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
Defeated.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 1 reached. Initiating Tier 2. New targets active.
Mais teste.
New targets active.
switch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers. Resuming the examination.
Sair do simulador.
New targets active. Shutting down.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final
Fez a
results
aprovação.
and your probationary assignment.
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Did you have some questions? Ah, so these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did? I like the fire, applicant. Let's get into it. So, looking at the data, checked out a few of the murals. Good. A test of preparation and thoroughness. Two traits the Vanguard values highly. Your physiological results are... Huh. That's odd. The system couldn't get a read on you. You get your kicks flying too close to stars? Because you're putting out some... interesting radiation. Don't worry though, it's not going to affect your score, it's just, different is all. But, where were we? Now, how'd you do against your foes? All right, cleared tier 3. We try to set a high bar, so that's no small feat. Nice work.
If I had any reservations about flying with you, they are now gone. Well done.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Better than your average lab rat or diplomat, but pretty standard for folks going out into combat.
10 years can be a long time. You must be certain it is something you actually care about.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
Vamos lá.
Fantastic. Then just follow me. We're just heading outside. Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the skies. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance, in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy? Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, Only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti 2. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, so Brass wants a vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2 count on you? That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Ó. Isso daqui vai ser a segunda facção. A primeira eu terminei faz um pouco tempo. Agora é pouco. É aqui em cima. Não, tem que pegar o metrô.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good. I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Not too bad.
Nossa, só porque essa mina que tinha que entregar o carro.
Tony and I want to see what about you? That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about them, okay? Well, you should check out the commercial district. And if you want to well, that... But there is a place... Well, that... If that's the case. But I'll be... Well, you know... Wonder if my boyfriend will take me to Chunks later.
É.
Don't be a
Não é essa
stranger.
mina pelo jeito. Deve ser alguma outra que eu tô confundindo. Do outro lado. Cagada, subindo uma vegetação. É, por aqui não passa não. Ela tá sem estamina já.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Oh, please, take a look.
Ja. Kit de emergência. Vender agora eu acho que não tem nada não.
Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Appreciate the business.
Revelar logo esse lugar que não foi revelado.
It seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time. It's paralyzing.
Thanks for choosing Terrabrew. Hello, and welcome
Cloudy,
to
it's
Terrabrew.
coffee. Pick fun, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
A premium cappuccino.
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terrabrew offers is my favorite.
I will not make whatever it is you just said.
Certainly. Please take your time.
O tal do cappuccino. Tem um no inventário e depois eu vejo onde que aquela mina tá escondida.
What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Oh, I understand.
É nesse mapa aqui mesmo? É.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Ah, aqui eu acho que vai dar pra escolher outra nave. Deve ter algum terminal. Em algum lugar. Vou trocar de nave. Se não tiver também.
Managed to limp back here at all. Bullet for leeches, get it fixed up, and let her know we'll have it ready as soon as we can.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herat. Pleasure to be working with you.
It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite.
In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti 2. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out?
Eu posso começar.
Then I won't keep you.
Make us look good out there, recruit.
Pronto. Ah, agora sim.
Now that we are here.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
O que ela quer falar comigo?
If I had not mentioned it, I have another package ready for delivery.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
All right. Suppose you were due for one. The, contents. I have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
You seem very sure of that. I am less so.
I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Va'ruun. My people. My family.
Ainda que a gente fez, eu fiz missão com ela naquela, lá daquela casa dela, é como se não tivesse, nem soubesse que ela é de lá.
Cult is such a dismissive word. The faithless run to it so quickly. I have grown so tired of hearing it and all that it implies. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised with the teachings of Jinan Va'ruun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the Great Serpent and his inevitable return. I know, and I am sorry for that. I have strict orders to keep it secret. There is a reason I am only just telling you now. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Va'ruun's space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life. That was the intent, yes. But the reality is more complicated. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me. That is not how I saw them. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe. You are now the third person within Constellation to know. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that. You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
All is well, Captain, all things considered.
A outra que entrou no caminho acho que cortou a conversa.
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results? You can dismiss it that easily? This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last.
Surprised? No. Just disappointed. Another who chose greed over all else. And yet, you let him go, in exchange for credits. That a thing happens is hardly justification for it continuing. You know better.
Still lies.
Tell that to the Rangers, or the people who lost loved ones. I suspect they would disagree. But at least I know where you stand. And I am disappointed.
Vamos ver pra que lado que eu vou agora.
Setting down? Everything in the green.
Every world with living things. It seems unusually quiet here. Rarely a good sign.
Dois kits, 2 de emergência. Aqui já foi todo mundo dizimado.
This does not look to have been motivated by theft. That may make it worse.
Pra vender serve. Vamos ver se vai dar pra passar. Ah, aí tem propulsor. Legal.
Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
Ainda consegui enroscar embaixo da escada.
what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Eu sou a tropa de choque?
Of course you are. My hero. At least you follow orders well. Maybe you are military. Either way, we can make this work. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC.
Pesquisador.
I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina.
Terrormorph.
A terrormorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
A terrormorph? Here? Why did you not state that immediately?
Makes two of us. But this creature, I need to understand what it's doing here. To do that requires a tissue sample from it, and to get a sample, I need its corpse. But we're not without resources. This plant, it's got an automated security system. Though getting things online, as I've discovered, is not a one-person job. The admin terminal in this building needs its connection reset. And to do that, someone has to get to the security outpost. Across the compound. Not a far walk, but a risky one. You think you might be willing to lend me a hand?
Certo.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Eu acho que eu adiantei parte do processo, peguei uma fé a mais. Uma a mais não. Ia ter que atirar.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating. But I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the... alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire.
Vamos ver de que lado isso vai.
Wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terrormorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room.
Tune it to 183.5. Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Do outro lado.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. You can do this. Show it messed with the wrong shock trooper.
Ah, não tinha ligado um desse lado.
Power levels insufficient. Proceed to next power breaker. Additional power input required.
Cadê o acesso? Aí é palhaçada, vou ter que trocar de roupa só pra subir.
Additional power required. Activated. Stand clear.
tá na febre?
It is done. Do you think tomorrow engineer will be allowed to take smoothies? Profit is never necessarily pain, but there is something about baking.
Terror foi eliminado. Vou resolver meu BO antes.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terrormorph!
Foi fácil.
No offense intended. Now, I've just known whole Marine squads who couldn't take down a terrormorph. To do it yourself? That's something else. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? Not doing this one out of the goodness of your heart, huh? I'll give you what I can. You certainly deserve it. Forewarning, though, I'm not exactly New Atlantis royalty.
Não tem propina.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Vamos ver. É onde que eu vou agora. Vou ter que seguir ela. Especialista.
Reflex cannon. Spectrograph. Damn. equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. You're right. We don't have enough information. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by the hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your boss, or commander, or whoever it is that actually sent you here. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan thinks there could be more attacks on the horizon. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll recognize the name. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go do what you have to do to get that sample in the right hands. We need to know what we're dealing with here.
Ja. Eu tava falando de Marte, mas parece que eu fui pra Terra.
If it were not for the Lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
Tá certo. Enquanto isso, só vai pegar um suco, aí já volto. Chegamos.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready. A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I'd suggest you move out.
Vamos da vanguarda. Pelo jeito é o elevador. Traje da vanguarda espacial. Mochila da vanguarda. Capacete da vanguarda. É, roupa básica nada.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Vai ser esse daqui então. Ah, agora tá certo.
Ah, Sidonia. I will be finding red dust in my clothing for days after we leave.
Whoa! Now that is... a ship.
Calma aí que eu quero ver um negócio no computador. Eu lembro que tinha algum painel. Aqui acho que foi aquela última que eu coloquei.
Sol system would be abandoned otherwise.
Be careful down near the mines and enter any...
Do you imagine anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonian Trade Authority.
Time is money, love, so if you've got something to say, then say it.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
I appreciate your candor, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Dr. Walker.
Luiz apareceu.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Just this one time? I am all too aware that once one starts doing favors for the Trade Authority, it can be difficult to stop. It is your choice, but be careful. Do not let him talk you into more.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved
Another day, another limb or digit to reattach due to an easily preventable work accident. Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again?
Vou ter que conversar com ela para conseguir esse suprimento.
Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today?
Médicos.
I've got whatever you need to help fix you up.
Fazia tempo que não parecia uma boa quantidade de kit logo de uma vez. Médico, no caso. Daqui é coisa tudo.
See you around.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
Hey, friendo. Got that? Take a look.
Pra comprar alguma coisa dele. É, só isso.
See you later, friendo.
P2.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some
Get out of my face.
Caô?
Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
Estelares.
Quite the bold claim to make. But if you are actually willing to help Percival, well, I might be inclined to return the favor. A friend to one devil is a friend to us all. That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion? Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Crossing the Trade Authority could be perilous. There are real stakes here.
And
Vamos ter que quitar a
one friend
dívida.
of Percival's to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that led out right into the authority's storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
Hey, you. Percival's eerie friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh, I know what comes next.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Paga a dívida. E aqui que vai querer receber? Principal.
Always nice to kick back at the Broken Spear after a long day.
Caution. Prepare for today's final subterranean particle detonation. Be advised.
Vamos ver. Até o momento tá indo.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3.
Mais hackeamento?
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity for the remainder of the day. Detonations to resume tomorrow morning.
Que mais, cara?
Got something on your mind, love? Then spit it out.
P2?
Yeah? Not something you want to say too loud now, but good work. Here, go dig our man out of his pit.
Pronto.
Was there something else? Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his... that's not the number I remember. Headquarters must have felt sorry for the old man. Here, his current balance. I expect this won't be a great hardship for you.
New credits.
It cleared. Wonderful. Dr. Walker's debt is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
Ja. Andou foi abaixo.
Done, eh? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. The place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of, but I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Yeah, the party. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Well. Pegar veículo. O cara tá andando de ré numa maravilha. Derrapa com uma maravilha. Até demais. Andrews. Não aguentou o tranco, Andrews. Caiu.
Like the cold. Stiffens the joints, lowers reaction times.
Vamos examinar a parte de cima. Daqui? Ah, fuck. Pode examinar tudo. Ó. Mais um kit de lesão para coleção.
Best to assume we have not seen the last of these spacers.
Tá vivo? Descendo, descendo. Cadê o outro?
I cannot wait to kill you. Here they are. There you are.
Pronto, infeliz. Deve ter um caminho, algum buraco.
No way we can get through this. The caves in the back might be a suitable alternative.
Aqui. Calma aí, infeliz. Quebrou a pedra? Vai voltar a jogar, Gabriel? Vai sair uma atualização mês que vem, dia 7. É, não quis quebrar mesmo. Esquece. Vai sair a DLC. Ideal. Pequeno forte. Mais kit de lesão. Calma aí. Tá me atacando e eu boiando. Opa! Tá dando um tiro na sua cabeça. Cadê o outro que tava batendo pesado? Não, aqui é pra sair. Aqui é a saída. Por enquanto só tô fazendo as facções. Eu nem comecei a fazer os interpostos nessa NZ+, que foi feito.
I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
Vamos ver o que dá pra jogar fora. Pra vender é boa. A faca. Uma repetida. Momentaneamente resolveu o problema de peso. Eu vou ter que fazer os interpostos para começar a fazer as fabricações de item futuramente.
Do you suppose the miners who once operated this eventually found safer work?
Tá bem dominado? Não, aqui não vai ter nada não. Só seguir em frente. Eu tô mais de olho na DLC que vai sair o mês que vem.
This all made sense to someone, I'm sure. I cannot tell you how any of it works.
Tava com vontade de jogar o jogo, aí voltei a jogar ele semana passada. Aí usei a facção, usei a DLC e o jogo semana passada, agora tô fazendo umas missões de facção.
Will explain why the site was abandoned. These natural caverns were not worth the risk of traversing.
lá do outro lado.
This must be the place. Power is still on, at least partially.
Ela entrou na minha frente, não vou
Shall we see
conseguir não.
if
Vai
anyone is
morrer.
home?
Não morreu. Vamos ver se tem caminho pra voltar. Ou caminho pra escalar. É, eu acho que é mais fácil carregar o save. Trocar de rua. Não entra na minha frente agora, infeliz. Opa, que tá enroscado numa pedra. Não tem nem vergonha na cara.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red
Pronto. Vamos tirar o excesso de peso.
The Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. She's... Did she look okay? Terramorph. She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way? Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to
Voltar na
have a
nave, se livrar do excesso de peso e
Either someone's setting
vender
up
as
the
armas.
worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all
Algumas
the way
armas.
for this.
Que algumas eu vou
Let's
guardar
get
pra poder ficar
inside. I
depois.
need to see these cells. Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt.
If you are free soon.
Managed to negotiate it down to something more reasonable. Good to see someone give the Trade Authority a bit of their own medicine.
Eu já fiz 500 mil sem ter nenhum poço de mineração. 500 e poucos mil. Pode ver que eu não tenho um interposto feito. 500 e poucos mil. Aqui no Brasil praticamente não. Eu acho que nem tá chegando mais mídia física de Xbox. Esse Series S eu peguei acho que 6 meses depois que foi lançado. Dia 7 de abril que os caras vão voltar a jogar com força esses jogos. Aqui vai ter a DLC nova no caso.
Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. No, that's the problem. This looks about as genuine as they come. This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Teve
It was a
opções
city
esterais
wiped
dessa vez?
completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian,
metade do ciclo de vida ou mais, espero que eles diminuam o preço, mas no caso do Xbox foi o contrário. E passando o tempo ele foi ficando mais caro, tanto o Series X como o S.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Pilha tá fraca. Vamos ver como é que tá as pilhas. É, vai ter que trocar a pilha do controle mesmo. Vamos ver, pilhas reserva. Mais da metade? Tá bom. Eu acho que não dá pra viajar a partir daqui. É inteligência artificial, é guerra também, que os caras vivem se metendo aí. Tudo tá ferrando todo mundo aí. Tá aumentando o preço das coisas. Vamos passar na minha nave primeiro. Antigamente com as coisas desvalorizavam. bem o valor dos videogames hoje em dia.
If you are free soon,
Os caras estão metendo a faca. Meu inventário. A roupa da consolação. Da vanguarda, quer dizer. Sem falar que os caras estão metendo o louco no preço dos jogos digitais. Tá ficando cada vez mais caro o jogo digital. Alguns, no caso. Esse é Series S. Nada de Series S. Eu tenho o One X da geração passada, mas o Series S eu não peguei não, essa geração não. O Series S eu uso mais para jogos específicos, se tiver alguma melhoria. Ou no caso desse jogo, o Tate Gear, que não tem para a geração passada. Isso daqui eu tinha pegado em uma promoção, porque a versão nova tá em português pelo menos. Isso daqui eu ganhei de graça, que eu tinha a versão de 360 no Red Dead 3. Starfield eu tenho, mais alguns outros jogos. $609 jogos comprados. Vai aproveitando as promoções, vai pegando quando tá em preço bom. Como tem o Xbox One eu comprei em 2014, então deu para juntar uns bons jogos desde 2014 até hoje. O 360 eu tive em 2009, só que eu nunca joguei online no 360 em 2009. Só fui jogar online quando comprei o Xbox One. Fat na época. Deu pra pegar muito jogo desse período. Os jogos que foi dado na Live Gold quando existia. Os de 360 que foi dado na Live Gold não precisa de assinatura. É meu permanente. Então isso nem aparece nessa lista. Tá marcado 11 anos, mas é pra estar com mais se eu assinasse o serviço Desde quando eu comprei o Xbox One Fat na época. Se eu contar desde que 2014 já passou dos 11, já tá nos 12 anos de Xbox. Essa conta que foi criada. Só quer Starfield mesmo? Starfield tem muita coisa pra fazer. Eu já tenho, deixa eu ver quantas horas de Starfield. Nove dias e 20 horas. 9 dias e 20 horas. Tenho um bom tempo de hora no Starfield. Eu tinha a versão básica dele, aí eu atualizei ele. Eu comprei o upgrade da versão Premium para ter acesso a essa DLC. A primeira DLC é 10 GB. Vamos ver quanto vai ser a segunda, que vai sair dia 7 de abril. Ja.
The most difficult part has been acclimating to what you...
Parte de novo? Nem reparei pra que lugar que eu fui. É, Marte.
Used to think I was Vanguard material. I discovered that space travel turns my stomach.
Tentar vender alguma coisa.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti free.
Hey, friendo! Take a look!
Daí é pra opção errada. Isso daqui eu vou guardar. Esqueci de guardar aquelas armas no inventário. Ja.
Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
If you have the time, I Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Siga.
The red eyes
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collected?
Acho que na próxima etapa vai pra outra
and House
base.
Faroon somehow?
Ou vai pro outro
Guess we
cabinet.
can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago.
Dispensado?
And the UC military cut
Após
us
20
loose
anos de
for what we've
dispensa?
done.
Então você já é meio coruja.
Oh. You already knew. I'm sorry about that. It didn't seem relevant in the moment, and well, it's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Certo. Vamos falar com esse gabinete.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Esse jogo, não sei se os caras já tentaram fazer um mod de hidrogás.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a miner. Or at least...
Acho que daqui já dá pra fazer a viagem rápida.
the city's...
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Another day, another credit. I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. Oh, thank you so much.
Agora, aquela eu
Soon
comprei com
I'll
o
be
negócio certo.
coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be the most enthusiastic
Eu tinha
janitor
até
in New
esquecido o
Atlantis.
caputinho.
Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Pronto.
Take care.
NPC?
Captain! Over here.
Aqui, ó.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've
Tá
gotten to
500 conto?
properly review it. Though I was a
Tá
bit
caro,
caught
então.
off guard when the commander of the Vanguard asked me how things were going as I was headed up the elevator. Hadn't realized you were UC Navy
Tá
this whole time.
250 hoje em dia a versão básica deles e tal na loja do Xbox.
Suppose that makes us even then.
Um jogo que eu quase comprei, cheguei a pensar em comprar a mídia física com o desisti também foi aquele The Outer World 1. Eu ia pegar a mídia física daquele jogo lá, eu desisti, os caras estavam metendo o louco no preço da mídia física dele.
The only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man.
Cadê ele? Vamos ver se eu aço ele. Isso daqui. Eu cheguei há muito tempo atrás pensar em comprar a mídia física desse jogo, mas esse jogo também os caras metem facada feia no preço dele. Tá na caixa saindo do videogame? Esse jogo eu já tinha jogado ele antes da Microsoft ter comprado a empresa que fazia ele, é o Obsidian. O primeiro jogo eu curti, o segundo já não curti não.
Named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Vamos ver o que mais que eu vou ter que falar com ela.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death.
Hoje em dia os caras estão subindo do jogo. Até jogo de 360 os caras estão metendo facada também.
Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my
Apesar que a maioria dos
involvement
jogos do 360
could
que eu
be
tenho,
another obstacle they throw
a
at us.
maioria tá na reta. Só
I just
alguns
wanted you
que
to be forewarned.
não estão na reta.
My areas of expertise are pretty specific, but messed up families are up there. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Vamos em frente.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Come on. Vamos falar com o conselho.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Primeira opção.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope will determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Precisamos de dados arquivados. Acho que é melhor esse daqui mesmo. Precisamos dos dados.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Primeira opção é melhor.
That is worth considering.
Aniquilou
This
uma
attack took
colônia.
place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information
Se
you've
eu
been
não tiver
privy to
enganado,
thus
a
far,
campanha foi gerada
if you were in
sábado.
our position, would you grant the request
E
made to
a
open the archives?
DLC eu acho que domingo. Aí ontem eu comecei a fazer as de facções. A primeira facção já foi feita, terminada hoje, fazendo essa atual da vanguarda, que é a segunda facção. Aí tem aquelas dos empresários, aí tem uma outra de... Acho que Força Espacial, sei lá o que, não lembro o nome. E a do... Ou você entra por tropas Skylight.
So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that? Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
At the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Oh no.
Anda logo, libera pra matar.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Liberou? Nossa, sim. Vamos ver aqui a estação Nat. Começou.
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Se eu usar aquela arma que eu tô usando, a outra mina vai me xingar. Cadê?
Stop! We're trying to help you! One less target.
Sai da frente, filho.
You thought you could win? Gonna take more than that.
Tem mais gente aí? Cadê?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know.
Essa arma acho que é pra atordoar só.
And they just started
Nem olhei os atributos dela.
We tried to restrain them, get them on the train.
Porque atordoar a longa distância. Pelo
But some
tipo
of
da
the other
vida.
officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph.
Essa missão de facção da vanguarda
This means we're gonna need to be real
muito
careful
boa.
with our fire and keep that EM weapon at the ready. Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Deixa essa arma no inventário. Cadê? Colocar do lado esquerdo que eu já sei que é coisa que vai ter pouca utilidade. Kit de leso. Aqui vai ser prevalente. O que mais que eu posso usar? Tem uma penca de torreta, quer dizer.
Right now, it's not real. We have to put down that floor.
Experts. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, fire team to spare, whatever supplies you need. Can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Os caras tinham monte de item aqui.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Retaguarda.
Roger that. We're on you. Ain't getting all worked up over nothing.
Vem pra cá, hein?
We just want to be friends.
Tá bugado aí do lado, né? Vem pra cá.
What is this? I would like a chance to talk to you.
Gostei desse negócio não. Mas tem uma melhor. Ah, vamos gastar essa gambiarra. Já cai.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Pronto, problema resolvido.
Thanks to us.
Pelo jeito ninguém morreu.
Whatever accolades you have coming.
Os que estavam acompanhando.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Pronto.
The spaceport has been secured.
Aí
Safety
nada.
precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your
Tá vivo,
homes. That is all.
Cama.
Whole building's on
Cheguei.
lockdown.
Salvador da Praia.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Captain? Hadrian?
Don't let my people
It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well
Terminar essa
as
missão, vou terminar
an
por aqui.
apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Vai por mim mesmo.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
Oh.
Loss of life. Damage to the spaceport. The costs of this
are
greater than I think.
Start getting a plan together for that thing.
Hey.
Yes.
These orders, a Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir.
Eu vou salvar aqui, vou terminar por aqui e eu volto amanhã. Falou então.
Make sure they get what they require.
Com 5 pontos disponível. Tá quase para pegar level 77. Terminando por aqui, então, falou.